Hello, my friends. My name is Carissa Ferns. Most of you know me. If you're watching this, it's because I've sent it to you or somebody else has sent it to you to watch. I'm coming here with a very vulnerable very vulnerable story, and I think many of you women will understand. I am going to be documenting my explant surgery. I have, for those of you that don't know, explant surgery is actually having your breast implants removed. I have had breast implants since I was 17 years old. They're going to be 18 years old in a month. Today is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. And I got them March 15th, 2004. So they will be 18 years old. The reason I know that is because I got them about 9 months after I was done nursing my daughter. My daughter was, I had a baby when I was 16 years old, so I was a very young mom. And I could have fed every baby on the block. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I had just huge boobs. Huge. I loved nursing my daughter. I don't regret any moment of that. But because of the amount, and again, this is going to be a very raw, very vulnerable share. So if you're around children or anything like that, go ahead and remove yourself and just get to a space where, you know, I'm going to say breasts and boobs a lot and probably fuck. Because this is a lot, like, to process. Like, I'm losing my boyfriend because of my ascension. And now I'm losing my breast, and I'll get into that in a second. But I got my breast implants after I was done nursing my child. I was almost a triple D, almost an F when I was nursing. This is without implants, by the way. And my family didn't really understand, like, why my breasts were so big. I didn't. I mean, I was young. I didn't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just feeding away here. But I was huge, which was, you know, awesome. It was beautiful. It was great. When I was done nursing, I can imagine what they looked like, right? So I went from about a full A, small B. To be honest, I don't even remember what my breasts looked like. I mean, I'd only had them for maybe a year or two, and then I got pregnant. So I don't even know what my natural size is. So when I was done nursing, you know, I had these huge boobs, and then it was just skin. Just skin. And I remember showing my grandmother and showing my mother, and I do remember them taking pity on me. I mean, they took one look at my breasts and they're like, oh, you know, we didn't look like that until we nursed about 3 of you. Both my grandmother and my mother have 3 children. And because of the severity of the deformity, they decided to pay for my breast implants at the age of 17. And because of the deformity, the breast implants were actually $10,000. And that was a long time ago when they were not that expensive. And on top of you know, the very saggy leftover skin and I mean, the only way to describe them was kind of look like ski slopes. But on top of that, I got my milk so fast and they were so big and I was so small. I'm not I have a smaller frame, that I have stretch marks. I mean, severe stretch marks to the point where women would ask me, oh, did you get burned? Like, what happened? Because my boobs were so huge that unless I had like a t-shirt on, I couldn't really hide them. Plus I would have to nurse and things like that. And so people would see the stretch marks and they'd ask like, oh, did you get burned? What happened? Because they were purple and they were red and the stretch marks go like this, right? They're like, it's not, there is not one single piece of skin around my breast that's not a stretch mark. It's all stretch mark. I was gonna say, is it appropriate for me to show you guys? Probably not. Because I totally would. I've had 4 laser treatments on the stretch marks. 4. So they are, you know, a little bit better. They're so much better. I guess I'm explaining this in depth like this because removing my breast implants is going to be really hard for me and my self-image and my self-worth. Now, I understand that that's a subconscious programming that's going on. So I'm using, I I'm the observer, right? I'm the observer of what's going on in my head and in my heart and in my subconscious mind. I know consciously I am so worthy, so worthy, you know, with or without breasts, with small A-cup breasts, with granny skin and stretch marks all around them. I know consciously that I'm worthy. Fortunately, the subconscious runs about 95% of my thinking, not my conscious mind. And so I'm aware that my subconscious is definitely messing with me, you know, and I'm very scared to have these removed. I guess I should tell you why I'm having them removed. I was about to say against my will. Not against my will. I love myself so much today that I'm willing to do this, because I actually do love myself unconditionally. I just have to press upon my subconscious a little bit here. But I'm having them removed because they're 18 years old and I'm almost positive they're making me sick. And when I say, I shouldn't say sick. Okay, I use the term sick loosely because I used to be incredibly sick. For those of you that follow me or know my story, I've been sober about 3.5 years. And during those 3.5 years, I've had the crazy fast ascension, like started studying the mind and just like crazy fast ascension. And I haven't had a direct download that my breast implants are messing with me, but it came into my reality a couple years ago. This is how it came into my reality. I don't use plastic. I don't eat gluten. I don't do any of that. Like when I cook my family's dinner, I do not put it in, I don't put leftovers in plastic Tupperware. I use glass. But I have plastic in me. I don't even drink out of plastic water bottles. You know what I mean? Because I know about, you know, the effects of that. So anyways, I got presented with the idea that it's probably when I was very sick with fibromyalgia and IBS-C and dealing with constipation and going to the hospital all the time in the emergency room and having gastroenterologists, you know, doctors and colonoscopies and endoscopies. I was doing all sorts of stuff because I was so sick and I was so sick and I was so sick and I was bedridden, and I ended up becoming an alcoholic because I was self-medicating because I didn't know what was wrong with me. Well, now I'm pretty sure I'm sure the implants played a huge role in that. Now, I found Dr. Joe Dispenza and I ended up healing from a lot of those ailments. I'm actually not diagnosed with autoimmune disease anymore. My doctors have undiagnosed me, which is not even real, like a thing, which is why I'm sharing my story with the world about the body having the ability to heal. So I have healed from these things, and my life and my pain level got significantly better. But I still have this crazy joint pain. Like, it's not fibromyalgia, it's not widespread pain throughout my body, but it's this insane joint pain that doesn't make any sense. I am creating this online program right now, and I started last year, and about 2 years ago, I started purchasing online programs. My first coach is Mandy Morris, who, if you don't know that woman, seriously, stop whatever you're doing, pause me and Google her, follow her, and buy her program. It is completely affordable. She is the catalyst for this entire growth. I have multiple coaches and multiple mentors now, but it all started with her. Mandy Morris. So Google that. I'm going to send this to her too. So when you watch this, Mandy, hi, I love you. I don't know why I got off on that tangent. Yeah, why? Fuck. Yeah, I don't know why I got off. Ooh, sorry. I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but I was gonna tie it into something. But anyways, I started to wake up, right? And I started to heal. I have healed, but I still have this I was talking about online courses. That's right. So since I have been purchasing online courses and really done a heavy deep dive into online learning, I've been sitting a lot, right? And so when I sit, I all of a sudden notice I have a lot of pain. So I thought, oh, okay, I need to walk more, I need to stretch more, I need to exercise more, and maybe I need more muscle. Okay, so let me just list off all the things that I do to kind of just drive home the point I'm trying to make, as far as it has to be my implants making me sick. I am gluten-free. That is a major anti-inflammatory response, is gluten. I'm off gluten. I don't have dairy. That's a major inflammatory response in the body. I'm off dairy. So I don't have either of those in my diet. I don't have any junk, like the candy, sodas, all that. That's like an absolute no-brainer. I learned that in kindergarten, not happening. I will have fast food, nothing like Burger King or McDonald's, but it's still like Chipotle and some healthier items. So I still have some processed food in me. So I know I'm still getting some chemicals and stuff in that area, but it's on a very small scale. I eat all organic. I mean, I can taste a non-organic apple and taste the chemicals at this point in my life. So I eat so clean. I walk my dogs every day, and just not even a strenuous walk. Nice 20-minute walk. I do yoga. I stretch. I foam roll. I have a $500 fascia gun that I use on all my fascia. I do acupuncture. I do massage. I meditate. I pray, I journal. I mean, I do everything to take such good care of my body. And that's probably why I'm in such, good condition as I am, is because of the maintenance. Not to mention, I have a holistic doctor that has me on a whole bunch of amazing herbs and turmeric and something cultivated like specifically for my body. It's detoxing my liver and my kidneys. And yet I still have this amount of pain. Since I started building my own, look, I have a standing desk. Literally, I have a standing desk that goes like this. Okay? So I stand and stuff like throughout my day. I'm like moving my body. I got the blood flow. I stretch. I've got straps. I do it all. And I'm like, why do I have so much pain? This is a trip. I started physical therapy and it just started dawning on me like, wait a second, this life isn't normal. This condition's not normal. Something's up. Something is up. Well, then my other mentor, I heard her say that she had her breast implants. Catherine's in Kenna. I love her. She had her. I don't think she would mind me saying that. Fuck, I hope not. No. She posted on Instagram and stuff. I took her Epically Aligned course in December, and actually I got like all my channeling abilities, my spiritual gifts, and she unlocked them with her Epically Aligned. She's fucking incredible, and she's the reason why this is happening, and I'm so grateful for her because she gave me permission to do it myself. So anyways, when she said she took her implants out, I couldn't help but actually like face my reality of like, oh, it's my breast. So I've prayed and I've journaled. I haven't gone to any doctors yet. And the reason is I actually can't even afford that yet. That's not true. I could afford it. I'm choosing to actually channel all of my money into my online business. And before I embark on this journey of going and seeing doctors and actually going through the process of getting them removed, I guess I just wanted to make this video and be really vulnerable and share it and share my journey. One, because I need help, I need support. And there's so many other women that are out there just like me, and this story is for you. Putting this on camera and being vulnerable like this is for you too. Because that's what Catherine inadvertently did for me. And so I'm going to remove my implants. I'm not going to get new ones. I considered that, and I probably wouldn't have nearly as much pain just with new ones, but I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to go all the way, and I'm going to learn to love myself without them. And I'm going to have unwavering faith in the universe that a man will love me too. Without them, and with whatever they look like, natural. I do know that I can get a lift once they're removed. I think they have to actually remove the nipple and do the lift. I don't think there's a whole lot they can do for the skin, the very like chicken skin, almost like you see in elderly. I don't think there's a lot they can do for that. And that's okay. It's gonna be really hard. I'm really scared, obviously, as you can tell. And my finances are literally on their way to me energetically. I'm still blocking it probably, if I'm being fully honest with myself. I'm I'm still working on my relationship with money. I'm working through all these subconscious blocks that I know that I still have. Of course, I still have them. So I'm going to start a GoFundMe to help get these removed as swiftly as I can. I'm probably going to ask, I think I'm going to ask for like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 extra so that I can actually pay my coach and see my coach a little bit more often after they're removed, just to maintain my emotional and mental state. Because this is really, like I said, it's not just going from a D. Well, I'm a full C, small d. It's not just going down to an A and dealing with small breasts. They're pretty deformed, and depending on, I guess, the amount of support that I get, depends on the quality of the doctor I can see, and who knows who knows what could come of this. Who knows what doctor I could see. Maybe I could see like a freaking crazy amazing doctor, and he can just give me some cute little perky boobs, and it'll all be good. I don't know. But I had to share this with my sisters. With my sisters, yeah, and for all the other people, because like I said, I don't know where else the pain could be stemming from. I think it's so bad now that I actually don't know how good it's gonna get. I might not even care of what my breasts look like if I wake up amazing. It's interesting to me because I kind of wish that like one of you could hop into my body for like a day and then get in here and be like, oh, fuck, Carissa, honey, you deal with this level of pain daily? Because in my world, it's like normal. It's actually a lot better because I don't have fibromyalgia, so I'm not like bedridden. I was bedridden for like 5 days out of the week, eating Advil like candy. I even dabbled in Vicodin for a little bit. I could only take Vicodin for a couple of months because it made me too constipated. So it's like my level of pain is still so much better than it used to be that I think that my way of living now, I'm so accustomed to that I can't fathom what it would be like without them. I'm 36. Why do I wake up with pain? As I speak to you, right now, my knees and my hips hurt so bad. So bad. And I had 4 Advil yesterday, and so I really don't want to take any today because I've done so much work to heal my gut. I used to have fibromyalgia, IBS-C, I used to have PTSD, OCD. There's so many. I'm emotional and heavy today. I'm sure all that played into it too. So, I'm going to stop ranting and shift my energy back to, actually I'm going to go cry for a little bit first and kind of release. And then I'm going to go back into my high vibration, feel what I need to feel, and wait for the love and support to come in. And I got this subconscious thing going, oh, nobody's gonna pay for your GoFundMe to, shh. We're gonna be quiet. We're gonna be quiet today. This is insane. I don't even know who I am anymore. It's fucking beautiful. Thank you. Please subscribe. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Follow this whole journey for other women. I'm gonna do it. So subscribe down below. I think that's what they say. Yeah, thank you to everybody. Thank you for all the love and support that's going to come in. Thank you. I love you all.